Welcome to the latest instructional learning software from Smart Technologies Incorporated. The Learning Suite includes Smart Notebook, Smart Lab, Smart Response 2, and Smart AMP. JCPS employees can download the Smart Learning Suite from the JCPS software portal. Every classroom needs common tools like the clock timer, dice, and a spinner. These have been updated to HTML5 widgets in Smart Notebook. The dice and spinner are customizable so users can change what is on the face of the object to meet their instructional need. One of the greatest gifts we can give teachers is time. For students, a great gift is more fun, engaging activities. Smart Lab does both by letting teachers create game-based learning activities in less than 5 minutes. There are multiple themes to choose from, some of which include a sound component. The Smart Lab activities include Super Sort, Match 'em Up, Rank Order, Monster Quiz, Shout It Out, Flip Out, Speed Up, Label Reveal, Fill in the Blanks, and Game Show. To create a Smart Lab activity, go to the gamification icon on the menu bar. This will launch the Smart Lab wizard. From here, choose your lab activity. Depending on which activity is chosen, teachers will add information to the categories. Teachers can load previously saved lists by clicking the plus sign, such as class lists or a list of nouns. Or you can add the words easily by clicking in the box and typing each word individually and pressing enter. You can also add saved images from your computer by clicking the image icon. Once you are finished, if this is something you would like to use again, click the save icon and give it a title. Next, click save. Click next. Here you will choose your theme and click Finish. Once the game loads, you can add on game components by clicking the star on the right. There are buzzers for students to compete to finish first or decide who goes next, a hat that randomly selects students, activities or numbers, and a countdown timer to create a sense of urgency. Any or all of these activities can be added. Once the activities are chosen, you very quickly have an interactive game for your students to play. Match 'em Up is an engaging activity that has many different themes available, where students make one-to-one correlations. If you do not make a correct match, the knight gets singed, but when a correct match is made, he is able to protect himself from the breath of the fiery dragon. Rank order shown here with the underwater theme allows students to put items into an order, the category of which is chosen by the teacher. This template includes the top hat, which has been customized to use the homeroom list so a student knows it's their turn to come forward and make a selection. If correct, they are rewarded with a pleasant sound and green check mark. They can then click the hat for the next student to come forward. If incorrect, the item is thrown back into place, giving the student another opportunity to make a choice. Most activities in Smart Lab can be handed out to students so they can participate from any web-enabled device at their own pace. Instead of doing this as a whole group on an interactive board, go to any web-enabled device such as a Chromebook, iPad, desktop, or smartphone, and students will visit the website classlab.com, put the number in, and join the activity. Teachers find the number by clicking on this red device. A list of joined students show on the right. When the teacher selects Start, students receive the activity on their device just like they would see it whole class. They complete the activity on their own at their pace until the teacher ends the activity. Teachers can do this with all activities that are in Smart Lab. The activity shown here is Super Sort. Students sort the items in the correct category. If they get one incorrect, it will bounce back. In Monster Quiz, students join the activity via classlab.com. Monster Quiz divides participants into teams. Once students have typed in the ClassLab code, teachers will see a list of students on the right side and start the activity. The teacher will divide classes into teams, and they are ready to start the quiz. Teams work quickly and accurately to answer a set of questions. The faster and more accurate the team works, the sooner their egg will hatch, revealing the monster for their team. As students answer questions on their own devices, their egg begins to hatch, depending on how quickly and accurately they answer the questions. From a student perspective, once the student is divided into teams and they begin answering questions, they will see their egg begin to hatch. Shout It Out incorporates the use of web-enabled devices in the hands of students. With their device, students can respond in real time to a common space. Submissions become objects in Smart Notebook and can be moved around or trashed as needed after class discussion. Flip Out are digital flashcards. Students can either come to the interactive board or use their web-enabled device to practice with the flashcards. Speed Up is a challenge for students to race around the racetrack. After starting the activity, students come to the interactive flat panel and choose their avatar. The race begins and the questions are all multiple choice. The racers receive immediate feedback and the student that is correct will speed up. The label reveal activity allows teachers to put labels on any graphic and then reveal information on an as-needed basis, a little at a time. This can be very helpful as to not overwhelm students with too much text. Fill in the blank is a great activity where students choose words from a word bank at the bottom of the page to enter into the spaces provided by the teacher. In this example, the teacher chose to have answers corrected or checked at the end of the activity, but you can choose to correct answers as the students manipulate the content. If you like enhancing your instruction with videos, you will love the Notebook YouTube add-on. The YouTube add-on can be found in the side tab under the Puzzle Piece add-on tab. Click on YouTube and do a search with your search term. Click the video you want. A preview is available in this window. Choose Add Video. Notice there are no ads while the video plays. It can be played full screen or in a smaller window so the teacher can write notes off to the side. The Image Web Search is included in the Add-on tab. Click Image Web Search, search pictures or clip art. All images that appear are tagged with Creative Commons licenses, which means they can be used freely without worry of copyright issues. Click and drag the picture to place it on your notebook file. Next, click the 4 squares to go back to the add-on selection. SmartAmp lets students control their own learning, helping them stand out and be vocal within an open, collaborative workspace. Students and teachers access SmartAmp by going to smartamp.com and logging in with their JCPS email address and webmail password. If this login does not work for students, teachers should ask their STC to reset the student password in SAM, jcps.me/SAM. Teachers will create a class with student email addresses. They will only need to create this class once. Once the class is created, teachers will add content. You can choose to use a blank workspace or choose a template. Next, teachers invite their students into the workspace and share copies with individual students or assign them to groups. Teachers can monitor the learning process by seeing each contribution made. For more information on SmartAmp, look on PD Central for the next Monday PD session with Leanne Datillo. If you are interested in installing the Smart Learning Suite, it can be found by going to the JCPS homepage, clicking on Activities, and then Technology. Next, you will click on Computer Education Support in the right side, and then scroll down to the CES SharePoint link on the left side of the screen. Once in the CES SharePoint, you will go down to Technology in the Classroom, and then you are going to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page where it says Documents. From there, click on the arrow next to Smart, and then the arrow next to Installing. You will see a Word document for installation instructions for the Smart Learning Suite. For assistance using Smart Notebook for instruction, contact Education Technology teachers Leanne Datillo or Kathleen Receiver. We are both smart exemplary educators and would love to share our knowledge of using Smart Notebook for instruction with you and your staff.